Welcome back, guys. So you guys have been on this amazing journey with ourselves today with these amazing speakers at this phenomenal event, mega event of 2021, in my opinion, if I don't say so myself, Success Mindset Summit 2021. And now we have James Dand. Now, I have so many wonderful things to always say about James. I've actually worked with him. We did a joint workshop towards the end of last year. And then at the beginning of this year, I've also worked on a project with him for Healing and Believing series. He's an empowerment songwriter and an international trainer. He's actually UK's leading empowerment songwriter. Not many people can say this and make this claim. So he's all about empowerment, which is, of course, right up my lane. And his topic today is embracing your inner gift. And I think this is something that not many people understand fully and don't know how to grasp this concept. So James is going to help us with this now. And without further ado, over to yourself, James. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Sue Man. So how many of you like receiving gifts? Have a think about that. Do you like receiving gifts? And also, do you like giving gifts? How's that process for you of receiving and giving gifts? But really, the most important question is this: do you have a gift to give? And if so, what is it? And the gift I'm talking about is your inner gift, the thing that makes you, you. See, I believe that each and every one of us is like a piece of the jigsaw puzzle. Now, when you take your piece of the jigsaw puzzle and you use your gift, you put the piece of the jigsaw puzzle in the right place. Now, if you try to put it in the other places, it doesn't work. For you to use your gift, you need to put it in the right place, use your gift, and then guess what? You work with the other pieces around you to create a beautiful picture. Just bear that in mind as I do that talk, do my talk. You see, a lot of people, unfortunately, throughout life, they're not playing their piece of the jigsaw puzzle. And that is why the number one regret of the dying is actually, I wish I'd had the courage to live a life true to myself, not a life that others expected of me. So are you going to have that regret when you're older? So a few years back, I was maybe heading down that way. And I remember sitting as a manager at college, of a further and higher education college, and I'm sitting there in my office, and on paper, I look like a success story. I'm doing okay. I'm manager. I've just got the college through a successful external review. I've got a wife. I've got a young daughter. But today, I don't feel very successful. In fact, today, I've actually got tears coming down my eyes or rolling down my cheeks. And I've got about 5 minutes to get my act together before I'm due to speak again. Due to take a class. And I don't know if anyone's going to walk in the office at all and see me sitting there crying. I've just come off the phone call to my wife, who's currently going through a spell of depression. We're struggling now. We're struggling as a couple. We're struggling as a family. You know, I'm feeling unfulfilled. I'm feeling stuck. I'm not sure quite what to do. And I'm not seeing enough of my wife and daughter. And I'm sitting in meetings just thinking, this isn't me. So I know that I need to make a change, but what? So I decide to enroll myself upon a holistic lifestyle coaching course. Maybe that's the answer. Get back into the fitness industry. And I'm there on day one of the course, and I'm sitting at the back of this course, and there's about 50 people all arranged on long tables, and I'm at the back in the corner. And I open up the course manual, and I come across a question that changes my life. And that question is, if you were to die today, would you die knowing that you have lived your life fully? And it's at this moment that I realize that my life has no purpose. I haven't been following my heart. I haven't been pursuing my passions. I haven't been fully using my gifts. And why? Because that little voice in my head, that little voice that says, James, you're not good enough. James, what if it all goes wrong? James, what will other people think or say if you try to make a change? But I make a decision. And I decide to step down from that manager's post, reduce my hours at work, and pursue my passion of songwriting. Now, since that decision, There's been a lot of ups and downs, a lot of challenges, but since then, I've become the UK's leading empowerment songwriter. So what does that mean? I write music with a personal development theme that's designed to empower, inspire, motivate people to be more and achieve more and use their gifts. I've become a best-selling author. I've become an international speaker. I've written music for multi-million-dollar companies, for best-selling authors, for international speakers. My wife and I are now sort of working a lot better together, back on track. And 2 years ago, she gave birth to the son that at one point I thought I would never have. And that's all because I made some decisions to start using my gifts. So I've been saying about this word gift, what exactly am I referring to? Well, here's the thing. Your gift is the thing you do absolute best with the least amount of effort. The thing you do absolute best with the least amount of effort. So maybe you are a musician, maybe you're a painter, you're just naturally a great artist. Maybe you have amazing listening skills, or you're a born leader, great leadership skills. Maybe you have incredible intuition. I don't know what it is. Feel free to put it in the chat if you're watching this live, but have a think about what your gift is. Because here's the thing about gifts. If you're not using them, remember, like that piece of the jigsaw puzzle, if you're not using that gift, then you're not going to feel fulfilled and you're not going to make the impact that you actually want to make. So imagine, just close your eyes for a minute, and I want you to imagine that it's Christmas Day. You can be a big kid again if you like. If you don't celebrate Christmas, it's some other celebration where you get gifts. And imagine you're running down the stairs and you're searching for your gift, and there's lots of other people there and they're all opening their gifts, and everybody's got a gift and they're excited and they're playing with their gifts and using them, but you can't find your gift. Imagine going through your life like that. So really the first stage is actually to find out what your gift is, because everybody has a gift, but it's up to you whether or not you want to find it. So this is stage one. The first thing you have to do is find your gift and then open it. Find your gift, then open it. So what is your gift? Now, how can you find this? Well, here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem with finding your gift. Because it is your gift and it's the thing that you do absolute best with the least amount of effort, you don't always recognize it as being a gift because you think everybody else can do it the same. No, not necessarily. They can't necessarily do it the same like you, certainly not in your unique way. So sometimes we look around, we have this gift in front of us, but we're looking around and we're trying to search what it is. What we might need to do is we might need to ask other people. You know, I've asked a lot of questions to family members, to friends, when I've been trying to find out more about me, who I am as a person, what my strengths are, what my weaknesses are. You might need to ask those questions. You might want to look at the highs and lows of your life. So those high times, when have you felt really that you've been following your heart? When as everything, you've just been in the zone, you know, it's felt great, everything has been working out for you. That's, you know, that gives you an indication that you actually using your gift. The lows, well, maybe if you're in the lows of your life, you're not using your gifts. Maybe you're not living according to your highest values. That can indicate what your gift is. Or maybe those lows actually really reinforce what your gift is, because you found that going through those lows, you can actually now use your gift to help other people through them. So it's all a case, you know, awareness is always the first stage of change. It's finding out more about you. What's in your heart? What's in your soul? That's important. See, in 2017, I was taking a course, and I got a background in speaking, but I was actually on a bit of a speaking course, and I got an opportunity to take part of that course and be on stage and deliver parts of that. And I'm standing there, and I take the course, take that part of the course, and I get a standing ovation. And I've got 300 people in the room giving me a standing ovation, and I'm just standing there receiving it. And it's like, wow, absolutely amazing. I suddenly realized that this is one of my gifts. the ability to inspire people, the ability to perform, etc. So it's like, I'm home. I got that feeling. I recognize that in actual fact, that's one of the gifts, and I haven't really been using it fully. I was maybe aware of it, but I wasn't really using it fully. So this is your next thing. You've then got to use your gift. It's no good just knowing what it is. You've then got to use your gift. Now, the interesting thing here is that the lead trainer, interviewed me then on stage whilst I was on stage, and he was asking me questions about my vision and my mission. And he could tell that maybe I was still not fully going into it. You know, I didn't have the belief in myself. I didn't have the confidence. And he said to me, "So James, what are you going to do about it?" And I take a couple of steps forward and I say, from now on, I'm playing big. Because when you realize what your gift is, I believe what you need to do is actually use it. Imagine, you know, giving someone a gift. You give them a gift and they never actually use it. How does that make you feel if they just said, "Oh, yeah, okay, thank you, I'll stick it over there." Okay. But why do we not use these gifts? Well, often again, it's that little voice, isn't it? That little voice that says, "Oh, your new gift is no good. You're nothing special." And what we actually start to do is we actually start to look at our gift and we start to compare it with other people's, and we sort of say, "Oh, well, my gift looks a bit battered. Her one is glittery and hers is sparkly, and you know, look at his. His is a different shape to mine." And we start to put our gifts down. We have that little voice taking over, telling us that we're not worthy enough, not deserving enough. That little voice is telling you that you're not worthy and deserving of using that thing that you were given. You were given it by the universe when you were born. So it's really important that we don't listen to that little voice, that, you know, we can listen to it, we can be aware of it, but then still take action, still follow our hearts. And when other people do give us compliments about our gift, accept it. This was a big thing for me, actually, accepting those compliments. If someone says, "Yeah, you know, well done, that's great, you've written a great song there," or "Your speech was excellent there," accept it, because I would be very standoffish with that. So accept it, let it in, and recognize, yes, that is your gift. That is what you are here for. I hope you are learning something today. You see, what happened is, when I actually then went to the front of the stage and I said, from now on, I'm playing big, guess what happened? Once again, everybody stood up, gave me a standing ovation. It seemed to go on for ages, and I'm standing here crying, tears pouring down my face, but I feel joy. I feel elation, because I recognize that I'm actually now making an impact. And this was solidified a couple of days later. In fact, it was solidified a little bit there and then, because the lead trainer then said, "How many of you in the audience are crying?" And about 2/3 of the people put their hand up. So I was having an impact. And 2 days later, I was just about to go back in the course from a break, and a lady stopped me and she said, James, I'm so glad I found you. What you said on the stage, it really resonated with me. It really touched me. Thank you so much. I've been telling all my friends about you. Can I have a selfie, please?" And I said, "Wow, I feel like a celebrity. Okay, we'll have a selfie." And I said, "Excuse me, but do you mind, can I take a selfie on my phone, please?" Because this is what you need to know. The third step is sharing your gifts with others. When you share your gift with the world, you help other people. You help inspire them. You help empower them. You help them to use their gifts. And guess what? It comes back to you. How many of you would agree that Steve Jobs had a gift? Steve Jobs of Apple, yes. His gift wasn't creating an iPhone. His gift was the ability to have the vision and the leadership to get other people alongside him who all use their gifts. So they're all working together, just like that jigsaw puzzle. They then create something like iPhones, iPads, etc., that help other people to use their gifts, and they obviously get rewarded for it financially as well. That is how it works. When you use your gift, when you can share your gift, you help other people and it will come back to you. It's like you're all slotting your piece of the jigsaw puzzle into the right place. So, if this talk has inspired you, I have a powerful visualization where you can focus on what your future goals are, what your gifts are, and really start to manifest them. And if you want that, it's all free. Here's the address here. Okay, so you can see that tiny.cc/IAROL. Okay, download that today. That's complimentary, free gift there. And you can see me using my gift within that. And hopefully that will help you use yours. Because I'm going to leave you with this. Your gift is inside you. But it's up to you as to whether you find it, open it, use it, and share it with the world. Thank you for listening.
Wow. As always, James, absolutely amazing. I made so many notes there, but the biggest thing that I took away from that was when you talked us through those examples. And I seen myself being a kid, and I remember going to the Christmas tree and seeing the gifts, and I was like, then you said, imagine your gift's not there. And I was just like, oh my God, I got mortified. I was like, that's not a nice feeling. And I was like, wow, that was so powerful. And then equally, when you said about the example about the gifts, when we have our own, and you used the visual for that really perfectly. And it's true. I've literally wrote this down. We put our gifts down when we start comparing. We start looking at other people, what they've got, what they're doing. And we lose sight with so much outwards focus. We forget to look inwards and this inner gift, like you talked about. So that was so powerful. I wonder if anybody has got any questions for James. Of course, do raise your hand or put the comments in the section. But you know, there's like so much of a journey that you've been on, and there's only a little taster we've got to have a chance of having today. Is there any other projects or events coming up for you in the next coming months that you'd like to speak about and share?
Thank you. Yeah, well, what I'm working on is a range of music-based personal development products. So, you know, I'm big on my morning routines and my gratitude exercises, etc. And what I've found is music can really enhance those practices. So, yeah, lots in the pipeline. It's been a struggle this year, 2021, with lockdown and you know, childcare issues and things like that. But yeah, lots in the pipeline, and they're all really designed to help people, you know, maximize their life so that they can go out and use their gifts. So yeah, that's exciting.
That's amazing. And actually, something I said to Tristan was that I only had to thought about it this morning, that should we have had music at this event? And I thought, with all this being a new platform and a lot of technical new things, I thought, let's not add layers to it. But definitely going forward, I would love to have an opportunity to get some of that empowerment music for the events that I'm doing, and hopefully link that up with other people, because there's loads of people in the group today that do their own events and sessions. So I think it'll be wonderful networking further with you and connecting in that way. So you guys do definitely connect with James and reach out to him for anything that you may want. I know that Jenny's waiting for me patiently backstage now, so I am going to shoot over to Jenny's session and close it after Jenny's session. I can't believe we've got through all of these guys today. It's been phenomenal. You've been amazing, James. Thank you once again for being here.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.